Hey guys, it's Nathan Reed from thetickettotravel.com. We want to share with you what we did in the end of 2014, which was to move on the other side of the world with only the bags that we have behind us, that is our 2 pieces of free international luggage and 2 pieces of carry-on, our carry-on and a personal item. Now, we learned a lot of things from doing that, and we had some video clips that we lost, and so we weren't going to make this video, but we want to do it because it's helpful. First, what you got to know is what you can bring. Usually with international flights, it's 2 pieces of 22 kilogram or 50 pound bags. Also, they say 1 carry-on and 1 personal item, but arguably a lot of things could be construed as a personal item. For instance, a woman can bring a purse, but it can be quite large purse. So can a man bring a backpack? Well, I've always used a backpack or like a large messenger bag as my personal item. Just essentially 2 carry-on bags, but they've never weighed them and they've never really complained about them. In your carry-on bags, you want to have your electronics and things you want to keep very safely. Obviously, make sure that there's only things that are allowed on the plane with you. Also, your heavy stuff. We brought our books and our shoes all stuffed in our bags. This thing is expandable, and so you can put a lot of things in it. Another thing is researching the country that you're going to. Well, for instance, how's the climate? Is there internal heating and cooling? If not, you're going to need to prepare for those things. You're going to want to know what things are cheap in the country that there's no use bringing with you across the planet, and also what things are expensive. For instance, in most developing countries, even if electronics are made there, they're usually not so cheap. So bring your electronics and your accessories with you. If you haven't already bought your suitcases, consider buying some very light suitcases, because your suitcase is part of your weight. If your suitcase weighs 8 pounds, then you can only put 42 pounds of luggage. That's math. Do math. Another key is your heavy items in your carry-on, because they almost never, in fact, I have never had my carry-on weighed. You're going to want to simplify your life as much as possible before you go. And a lot of good suggestions are in our 40 Life Hacks ebook. Click on the info card for that. Look into that. Can really help you to reduce your general monthly expenses and simplify your life. For instance, instead of bringing a whole bunch of books, put them on your tablet. Use ebooks instead. They weigh as much as your tablet, all of them put together. Good quality products is better than a lot of stuff. For instance, instead of bringing a whole bunch of jackets, bring 1 high quality jacket that reduces the amount of stuff you're bringing and will last for years. An example of this is socks. These are darn tough, lifetime guarantee socks. Whenever they get a hole in them, you send them back and they give you a new pair for free for life. So that's great. It costs more than your normal socks, and you never have to worry about them. And plus, their lifespan is way longer than normal socks anyways, for sure. As far as clothing goes, unless you have very special needs, as in you're very tall, very obese, you don't have to worry about bringing a lot of that with you. You can get it there. Obviously, you want to bring a few cherished sentimental possessions, heirlooms, but bringing a lot of them will fill up your bags really quick, and these are generally items that don't have a specific use. When it comes to decorating your home, you'll probably want to use a lot of the decorations that are typical for the area, along with the mix of some specific things that you brought with you that are very special memories. So when it comes to preparing your list of what you're going to bring, this is what we did, and we found it very effective, and we would suggest to you. Do not walk around through your house saying, this, yeah, I want to bring that, yeah, I want to bring that, okay, I don't need. If you do that, you will end up bringing way too much stuff. So what we did is we left home, we went to a coffee shop, sat down with a pencil and paper, and we thought about what things are must-haves, what things are should-haves, and what things are we want to bring. So we had 3 categories, and within each category we wrote down, is this a small item, medium item, large item, and also is it extremely heavy or is it light. Then we got home and we put these in their specific piles. The small, medium, and large needs, the small, medium, and large should-haves, and the small, medium, and large wants if there's room. After that, then we put all our needs into our bags, paying particular attention to put the heavy stuff in our carry-on. Then we weighed our bags. Okay, we have way more room and we have way more weight that we can put in, so we put in our should-haves. We found that we could fit all of our should-haves as well, and we were able to get a lot of our small and medium maybes and even some of our large wants. So using that method away from the house really helps. Big suggestion. What we did too is we packed our bags and then we unpacked them a few times with our essential items, our should-haves, and each time we're mulling over, really, is this totally necessary? And we came up with another idea, well, we can use this instead, or we can get this there. It helped us to really reduce stuff to the point that these weren't even totally full. We had some wiggle room in our bags as well. Thanks for liking this video and subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you have some comments specifically about your experience moving across the world and simplifying to bring as few things as possible, please leave that in the comments below. Mention what strategy worked for you to simplify and reduce your luggage.